Welcome back to Daytime Alabama. I am joined by Michelle Gavan, and Michelle, some time ago, she has twin boys, and she noticed some time ago that one of her sons was having a little difficulty, and he was diagnosed as ADHD and eventually as autistic, correct?
Correct.
And you decided, after going through the experience with these things, that you wanted to do something about it.
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about the concept that you came up with, Learning RX.
Yes, well, actually, it's not my idea, but in my search to find some solutions for my son, we stumbled upon what's called cognitive training. I had no idea what cognitive training meant, and only experimented with it because I trusted someone who knew more about it than I did.
Right.
And so after my son was involved with about 3 or 4 months of their version of cognitive training, my husband and I noticed a lot of improvements academically, socially. Because he had high functioning autism, he struggled with having a relationship with his twin brother. They began to have more of a relationship.
Wow, that's
and
wonderful.
so we knew that the only thing that had changed during that time was the introduction of cognitive training.
Right, so we're talking about ADD, ADHD, we're even talking about brain trauma type situations in some cases.
Anything that
autism.
affects, oh gosh, yes. Cognitive training in its essence addresses difficulties with anything with thinking skills. So if you are struggling with reading, that is a cognitive issue.
And by and large, our school systems still struggle to know how to handle these kids, don't they? Because they just don't have the resources to set them aside and give them the kind of training that they need separately.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And one of my true mission is to introduce Learning RX to educators, because part of my journey toward Learning RX involved pursuing a master's in special education. Once we found out that my son had autism, and after we dealt with all of the school-related issues that came with that, I wanted to understand how the school went about making its decisions.
Right.
And I wanted to really get more into their mindset. I understood the mindset of the parent. And I also, to a certain extent, understood the medical and psychological side of it. But what I didn't understand was the educational component.
Right.
And so I began to pursue a master's in special education. And what I learned is that there really isn't anything in educational training that addresses cognition.
Yeah, they're just not set up for that
They're
kind
not
of
set
thing.
up for that.
So you want to let people know about Learning RX.
Yes.
And how, if people notice that their child is, you know, maybe exhibiting some symptoms of these things,
Yes.
ADD, ADHD, even autistic type things.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, a whole
Certainly.
laundry list of things. How can they get more information about Learning RX?
We have a website. It's Learning RX Birmingham South. If you just type that in to your search engine, you will pull up our local site.
Okay.
You can certainly call us at 970-2070.
Okay.
We even offer 15-minute free practice sessions to families who are interested in learning more about how it works,
Yeah,
because it's
let them
so
get their feet
different.
wet in it. Yeah.
Yes, it is so different
right.
from anything else.
Michelle
that's out
Gavan,
there.
thank you so much for
Thank you.
making us aware of Learning RX. This is something that is becoming so common with our young people
Yes.
these days. Thank you, Michelle, and Daytime Alabama will come right back. Stay with us.
Thank you.